Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another live stream. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of modeling in Blender. In particular, I'm going to be attempting to make an image of the ball bots from my Stellaris streams. So let's get on with that. Now, obviously, the first thing I've got to do is get rid of the default cube, delete selected objects, and then we are going to add in an icosphere. If we shade this smooth, no, that's not what I want to do. Hold on, actually. Yep. Object. Shade smooth. Almost. Alright. Throw in a subdivision surface. Yeah. Up to 2, 3 like that. Yeah, that, I reckon when we render that, that will look completely fine. Actually, let's do that now. To the left. Huh? Oh, it doesn't have a... doesn't even have a texture at the moment. Right. Let's give it default white texture. Now if we render it, why isn't that coming out? Let's all right. Oh, I'm just hitting view render. I'm not hitting actual render. Okay. Yep, that looks fine. Now, what I'm going to add a line, so that's actually a curve. Got Bezier, grid, surface. Gonna go from plane. It's a little bit weird what I'm about to do, but cut those two away. Delete vertices. So we've got you, just you here. Select all of it. Then we subdivide it. Subdivide. Like that. Dong, dong, dong. Then we'll go move selected to cursor. Actually, set origin. Origin center of mass. Now if we go like that, selection to cursor. Why doesn't it move to the middle of the screen? Oh, that's better. Now, if we go object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor, that's better. Let's move you out. There. Right. Like that. Rotate you down. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Set cursor to selected. Select you. Rotate you a bit like that. Make you invisible for a second. Okay, cool. Select all of that. Move you out like that. Down. That away. Right. Select that one. Cursor to selected. You. Rotate like that. Let's shrink that segment up a bit. All right, I think that would make a good robotic leg. Out of that mode, go add modifier, geometry nodes, new. So the idea is we're going to have that turned into sort of a tapering path. Does that mean, yeah, we should switch it into cycles mode, into geometry. All right. So, geometry. Or is it geometry curve? Press. What mesh to curves? Is that in mesh? Mesh to curve. And then operation curve to mesh. And curve primitives. Circle curve. Let's start with that. Shrink it down. All right. Do want to actually create a more segmented look, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. Fill cap. All right. Now, can we adjust the width of that? Let's do curve, read, curve length, spline perimeter, spline resolution. Curve length. Just going to throw that. Is this going to be a constant or is it going to be a... That looks like it's a constant value. I want length along the curve. Something more parameterish. Read. Curve tilt. Total length. Okay. Curve length. Curve handle position. No. Oh, spline parameter. Oh, hold on. And I'm putting it at the wrong spot, not in the resolution. Invalid length. Factor, maybe. No. It's got circle and that's a square, so circles are constant. What are the rules for this? Integers. Float. Okay. So I think that suggests that I can't adjust it along the length. I might have to... adjust it with another type of transform. How about... All right. Search geometry curve operations. First curve divide. Form curves on surface. Topologies. Oh, it's also ambiguous about... which spline they're talking about. Geometry sample. Operations, okay. That's not it. All right. How about we do something mesh-based? Search. Here. Oops. Let's go search sub. Divide mesh. Then transform geometry. All right. So we can scale things up and down. Good. And curve. That's not what we want. Curve. Read. Spline parameter. How do I attach that to that curve? Because this is going to go invalid link. Hey, stream. Yeah, I always stream earlier on a Friday. Curve handles positions. Off curve, off point. Some of the way these things work is odd. How about we go... okay, we've got curve tangent. Oh, hold on. Do I have to bake that information into the thing? So, set attribute statistic. No. Store named attribute. Okay. But we can only store named attribute on geometry. Attribute. Is there a curve attribute? Right. Set curve normal. Operations. Primitives. Topology. Oops. Wanted. Right. So I want to make sample curve. Yes. Why can't I zoom in now? How do I zoom out? This is all there. Control? Oh, I just don't hold down anything. Right. Yeah, I always stream a little earlier on a Friday to do my I don't want to, what should we call it? To do my kind of that's how we do it. Yeah. I do a mystery box stream where I decide randomly what to do. Now, I think we go like that. Live in the USA and it's 8 p.m. That's one of the reasons I do it at this time. So I can pick up new viewers from time zones that don't always work for everybody. If it's 11 here, which is not too bad of a time. So if we feed... Why is it saying curve tangent? I don't want curve tangent. I want curve spline parameter and factor. Now, if I put that in there, it's now compatible. Where's the curve gone? Why can't we see anything? They're all position minus something. So let's hide. It's been smooshed into a tiny thing. So, there we go. Let's adjust that. But we're not seeing the... things sort of shift as they go along the curve. I wanted it to get sort of narrower as it gets to there. I thought factor was that. Hold on. Factor. For points, the portion of the spine's total length at the control point. For splines, the factor is the spline within the entire curve. Okay. Curve, read. Is spline. Maybe it's just because it's not a spline properly. Oh, we've already got that sample curve. Okay. Length factor. Hold on. If we go from there and say position. Okay, that's just a length. Let's we join that to that. No, that kills things as well. Value. Position. What am I missing? All I want to do is make this curve shrink along the length of it. We have the tangent. Guess we could... No, that's not helpful. Search set position. There can hi, Awesome Pie. How am I? I'm doing well. All right. Was making pasta. Awesome. That is completely understandable. Okay. So position. I say that's what sets that. Let's take actually search get position. So that's the current position of the object we are dealing with. Let's scroll over here. What does factor meant represent? Oh, it's just a like that. Also, an update on that low value Amazon thing. You actually got one. Wow. Quite an accomplishment. So we go position, search vector. So you want vector math. Vector math. So I want to displace the object along its normal. So let's just, for the moment, add the normal in. So if we go this way, it should... Oh, it just shifted everything. That's interesting. I thought it would have... Because the normal... Oh, it's the... Okay. I get that. So I want the meshes normal. So search sample normal. Okay, so if I do it like that, we'll do nothing because I haven't put that into there. That's exactly what I want. Then we do another bit of vector maths. And now we multiply the normal. See, we scale the normal. Scale? Yep. We do a value into there. And like that. And nothing happens. Oh. I want to see it, the length along there. That's up. It's a fucking bomb. Awesome. Wondering if this type of generated curve doesn't work properly. Oops. That. So like that, cut it. Resample curve. All right. I think there's a thing we can add, which is a viewer. Output. Yep, a little viewer. If you go like that. Or we can go there. Bring in this value. Like that. And U curve like that. And it's a single value. That's weird. Just one. So Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Let's take that away. Join that to that. Join that to the viewer. Curve type. Spline. Control points. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that counts. Then factor. 0, 3, and 1. All right. Time to flex. Spicy tomato pasta with chicken and squash, plus a spinach salad with strawberries, walnuts. Wow. That sounds really tasty. Oh. Hold on. You should go in there. Cut that. Now, if we move you into here, it has the same value all the way through. Why does it have that? Something to do with factor? Well, hold on. That has parameterized values. Good. Okay. I think we're doing it right. Why doesn't that scale properly? Do I have to... That joins onto there, so this mesh like that. Well, that's weird. All right. Actually, I might be able to fix that correctly now. Does that work? Or am I going to get a red thing? Invalid link. Okay. All right. I mean, the run pot recipes are some of the best just because of the way it is. I forgot to mention French bit was store-bought. I can't make you... Yeah, I don't expect people to make their own bread. I think we can do this manually. So let's go back to layout. Bring you back up. rather than fiddling around with parameterizing this, let's get rid of that. Add modifier. Generate. Solidify. No, I do think we have to make curve. So generate a... So use geometry nodes, definitely. Go into here. So mesh. Mesh to curve. I don't know. Then curve. Curve to mesh. Curve. Primitives. Curve circle. Adjust the size down so it's something reasonable. Like that. There we go, there. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Let's apply that. Now, let's go solid mode. We can edit this manually. So, oh, I didn't switch the end caps on. That's fine. That way, individual origins. Let's say normal. Scale it back with the green tag. No, not the green tag. It should be the green tag. Why isn't it the green tag? Because you're not selected. Select all of that. Then use the blue tag to shrink them down. That's better. All right. You come down to a point. Something other than Baldock Ramen and... I hate how that gets in the way. And chicken. Okay. Well, select here. Shrink that a bit, and that's gone wonky again. Make sure I just select the right things. There, and this last one. Only shrink it a little bit. All right. I think that's a fine leg. And select that. That's going to give... that's going to give topology enthusiasts a bit of a pain. But, well, live with that. 10 out of 10 leg. Thanks. What are you making, by the way? I'm trying to make a model of the ball bots that we have in our Stellaris playthrough. All right, let's go back to global. Let's say 3D cursor to origin. There. Now, if we select you, rename you to leg. Add modifier. Generate. Gonna have, yeah, exactly. Got mirror. I want. Is it screw? No. We've got a array. That's it. We're going to use object offset. We are going to create an empty object. Like that. Select your empty. Awesome. And the array is 3. Oop. Those legs aren't where they... That's not what we want. Okay. So, let's select... Let's put this... Take this way. Next step. Cursor to selected. Empty. Then go. Oops. Object to selected. Selected to cursor. Now we go like that. We enable it again. Joins up, and then we can rotate it around like that. Give it a bit of an offset. Move it. Let's go like that. I want to get these sort of in the middle. Gonna have to adjust them slightly. A little bit too flat at the moment. Let's try adjusting them all up. Ah, I've got connected to the leg. Yep. Rather than the empty. What? Okay. Those go up. But some hard lemonade. This day could have gotten better. That's okay. It's something to remember to allow you to improve later on. This is not going quite the way I wanted to. Let's get rid of that in a moment. So leg. Let's remove you. Get the leg positioned the way I want. Visual origins. Okay. Like that. That's fine. Looks good from that angle. Looks good from that angle. Cool. Set cursor to selected. Set. Then set selection to the cursor. Okay. Go back there, re-enable this. Go into the empty. We can move this around, get this realigned. We go like that. Goes all weird. Okay, that looks sort of right, but doesn't matter if unless we're in positioned. Well, that's not a bad thing. It just means you can freeze it and eat it later. Well, the sauce at least. And if you have the sauce mixed up with the... I'm just going to go leg. Actually, going to remove this because that's just not working out. Okay, let's try this again with the array. Remove the empty as well. Is this just for practice or for a bit? I'm thinking I'm going to use it. If it comes out looking nice, I will use it for thumbnails. Okay. Multi-resolution? Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, okay, so definitely there. So object. Okay. Object offset. Just the. What happens if we go like that? That's cool, but not what we want. So we definitely have to create it inside of this point. So add a empty cube. There we go. Leg. Go for the empty cube. Find it weird that the... No. Move the... Want this moved around so it's fully aligned. Like that. Okay. Leg should be 3. Now, if we go there, cursor to selected, move around that, select the empty like that, we go, that's better. Okay. That's how you do it. Looks a little wonky, but I think it's a nice wonkiness. All right. So we'll call this body, and those are legs. Now let's create some eyes. Shrink that down. I'm just going to hide the body and the legs. So body, body goes in there. Leg goes in there. Hide that. Oh, and the empty goes in there as well. There. Let's be a bit Boolean and and hard body type. Then add modifier. And the modifier we want is Boolean. Add a cube. Just create a new collection. Cutter. All right. Cute yeah. Completely agree. So we go like that. Cube's going to cut there. So we're going to call I, just to help keep us in track. Difference. There. Good. Add a not hair, that would be silly. Add modifier. Subdivision. But let's change the order we do those in. That's good. Alrighty. We're going to probably texture it to give it sort of an eye effect. And we'll move it into place. Actually, let's also just apply that. Bring you out. Like that. A little bit forward. Take the subdivisions off. I actually think that slightly hexagonal view is kind of good. Okay. There. Go. Duplicate. Out to there. Oops. All right. Make sure it's sort of connected. Actually, I think the slight asymmetry in the eyes could help give it character. All right. I will keep the hydration goals in mind. Very good advice there. All right, let's start on giving this a bit of a proper surface. So material preview. Let's go into shading. Start shading each part. So main ball. Let's crank up the metallic. Let's say 90% metallic. Roughness, let's say actually what we should do, noise texture. So it's going to be smooth in some places and metallic in others. Search color ramp. So we'll give it sort of like patches of smoothness and patches of roughness. Let's go mostly smooth, but a couple of rough patches. It's probably too smooth and too rough, so like that, and like that. Okay, base color, let's make it a bit more grayish. That's not looking too bad. We'll call this body text. All right. Now you make you body text as well. I'm going to select the eyes. I'm going to have you based on body text. But then we're going to change the actual pupil bits because we want them different. So go into here, select surface, gonna add, gonna set a new, gonna call it eye. Oh, sign it like that. Do the same. We'll just do everything on one eye first. All right. That also object. Does the shades move? Yeah. All right. Let's bump. Give it to that normal. Search. Geometry. Oh, that doesn't make much of a difference. Where it is. Displacement. Button here that I've got to do to on settings, bump only. Okay, cool. Well, that might come out when we go into rendered. It's into the wrong spot. I wanted it to sort of bulge out in the middle, but got to work out how to do that cleanly. What happens if I do that? Nope. Texture, coordinates. Generated, okay. That might be useful. Okay. Honestly, whoever made Balsamics is the best. Love them. I've never really liked vinegar myself, but I don't have any objections to it. How about object? Oh. All right. Search vector math. We say distance. That works. So vinegar doesn't taste like vinegar? What does it taste like then? Yep. Color ramp. Sweet and salty. Okay. Here we go. We have kind of an eye. Now, it's really smooth. There. Even sort of reflects pretty like that. Okay, clear coat. Very clear. Roughness there. I just gave my ballbot cataracts, I think. There. All right. Oh. Do we want to give it a sheen? Not really. It's normally sweet too. Should I do like having having it in a sweet and sour? Do you like vinegar in a sweet and sour as a part of the sauce? All right. I do want bump now. I think normal there. Value. There, maybe height. Like that. Now, if I duplicate, if I remove, I go here. Go in air mode, select just that. And set you to be I. It continues to work. Good. Two little optical sensor eyes. Oops. We're looking at it from behind. That's a little silly. Like that. Let's go from above. Is that? Yes, it is. Oh. Actually, move the camera up a little bit. Upwards. It's a goofy looking thing. Let's try rendering it now. Oh, forgot about that. Let's try that again. Almost. Let's move us further up so we don't see that little seam there. I'm going to move the lights forward. There. I should bring in a HDMI. I love it. I think it's cute. I think we should leave it there. So, image. I'm going to save this. But we'll do that off screen so you don't see the rest of my hard drive. Thank you, everybody, as I created a new little robot for my Ball Bot Empire thumbnails. Tomorrow, what will we be doing? Let's find out. My little weird schedule. We'll be playing Minecraft. The crafting and the mining. So I hope you'll be able to join me for that. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.